Ooh-ah. Welcome back to Inside Me with your host, Nick Rassiopi.
Welcome, welcome, to the podcast. Yeah. Where everything is inside. What? Inside. What? Inside me? Oh, okay. So I want you to listen to everything that I have to say. Everything I want to talk about is inside me.
Ooh, welcome back, everybody. Look, I'm fucking tan, I'm fat, and I'm sassy right now. I did nothing but eat, drink, and sleep, and I did a little bit of parenting in between. But before we do anything, I want to let you guys know about Green Wolf Tactical. Not only do they supply some of the best PVC and stitch patches you can ever purchase, high quality, and they can even do high quantity for you if you email them right here at this email address, greenwolftactical@gmail.com. They supply Whoopee hoodies. They supply hats, shirts. You want to get that shit custom embroidered? They'll do it for you. Don't look at my wonky finger. It's my finger, not yours. Okay? Don't look at my wonky finger. But what I'm getting at is, have you ever been cold? I know you have. Unless you live in Puerto Rico, even those motherfuckers get cold sometimes. Even they get cold sometimes. I speak Spanish now, so some of the Boricua, they get cold. You know what I'm saying? No, but seriously, they supply me with the merch that's going to be up on my Instagram now. The PVC patches that I'm getting done, they'll be available for sale on my Instagram. Go ahead and just DM me, and I'll send them out to you. Just give me the address. Send me a location, and I'll get them out to you. But they're high quality. I love them. They glow in the dark. Oh, that's right. They glow in the dark. Hit them up. Let them know I sent you. I don't have a promo code yet, but that's what we're working towards, right, baby? Now, back to the podcast. Look, we're fresh out of Puerto Rico, fat, sassy, and tan. Do I still have some sea urchin stems in my foot because I tried surfing? Let me clarify. I'm not a surfer. And if you ask my buddies, I'm not a surfer, okay? The legendary, the mystic standing up on a surfboard has still yet to be seen from Nick Rassiopi. Now, there was this dude. His name was Nelson. Pretty cool. I'll see if I can put my picture up here right next to him. Pretty rad dude. Tried teaching me. Gave me some hints and tricks. And look, I believe I stood up. I didn't want to really say anything because nobody would have believed me anyway, which they still don't. So either way, it's a vicious cycle, right? But I want to clarify, I'm not a surfer. I'm not a surfer, okay? They're out here thinking about, catching big waves, right? Going to Hawaii, Australia, doing that. And that's not going to happen for me. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. But my buddy Chicken Joe, he's got some sea legs now, And this mic is just being weird right now. Sorry, guys. But look, let's start with the fucking flight, man. God damn, is it a beast. Have you guys ever traveled with children before? It's one of the worst things I think you can ever do, or set yourself into a purgatory. Sometimes they feel like they can walk. Sometimes they feel like they can't walk. Sometimes you got to carry them, and then you get all your carry on. Now, our stupid asses, we brought the fucking booster seats with us. We didn't want to check them, right? And then have them get all beat up with the fucking conveyor belts and whatever systems that they use in order to transport luggage between connecting flights. Oh, that's right. 3 connecting flights with 2 children and a wife. Okay? 2 children and a wife. Now, was I as calm could be? In the beginning. There were no worries. I was going to Puerto Rico. I'm telling you, we got to flight motherfucking 3, and it was after a long layover. We visited Miami, visited a cousin, had a blast. Look, my kids were dead tired. They got all fat and sassy off dinner, right? And they didn't want to fucking walk. They didn't want to walk, right? So, the movement where you just move your feet, doesn't really take too much energy. They didn't want to do that. So we go back to the fucking airport. We try and get in, and my daughter is having a mental breakdown. And I'm not talking a UFC breakdown. I'm talking full meltdown. She's having a meltdown. And this meltdown led me to have a meltdown. And not necessarily a meltdown, but I started getting frustrated. You get frustrated. You guys ever been frustrated before with a child? No? Let me fucking let you in on a secret. The more angry you get, the more upset they get. Okay? Now, my son, I don't want to say he was an angel. He was a little bit annoying at times, but he was the most behaved. He was the most behaved. Because you want to know what my wife was doing the whole time? Hey, when are we going to eat? Hey, we're going to eat when we have time to eat. You want to make the flight or you want to eat? You want to grab some snacks on the way? Cool. But we can't just sit down. You're going to miss the flight. You're going to miss the flight. And then if we can't get to the flight, now we're late. And if there's one thing I hate, is not being tardy. Hate being late. It's my worst pet peeve ever. My wife's the worst. I didn't realize when you were getting married that you had to you were at the whims of your fucking spouse when it came to planning and scheduling. I don't want to say I would have rethought it, but it definitely would have been a thought in my head I had. She's late to everything. She was late to everything. She was late to our wedding. So we get on the fucking flight. Kids finally pass out. I pass out. We had to sleep with our masks on. That's one thing I will say. My kids kept their mask on the whole time. You hear that, America? You hear that? My kids kept it on the whole time. Okay? It's not hard. Now, if you look at my face, my nose is coming off my face. One day I'm afraid I'm going to wake up. It's going to be on the side of my face. Okay? It's running off my face. I can't breathe. I know you guys have heard me entering this podcast before going, you hear that? That's me trying to breathe out of my nose, okay? Do I wear the mask because it makes other people feel safe? I do. I don't complain about it. I do in my head. This fucking stupid-ass bullshit mask. I'm stuck in a tuna can with other people, and I can't fucking breathe. With that being said, they kept it on the whole time, except for my son. My son has the same issue. I think I might have passed on my nose to him because he's like, I can't breathe. So he kept putting the mask below his nose. But I'm like, buddy, that defeats the purpose because if you sneeze, where do the boogers come out of? Where do the boogers come out of, my son? Balanced, like all things should be, just like Thanos. So you got to put the nose in the mask, bud. So we finally get to fucking Puerto Rico, dude. Give my buddy the biggest of hugs. Picked us up. He was like, hey, by the way, let me know when you guys land because the car I'm driving, not street legal. It's not street legal. So just let me know and we'll pull up and we'll scoop you up. I'm like, okay. Already sketchy start, but it's cool. That's how we live. We live in the sketch. We're in the gray area, right? That's how we've always lived. We finally pick up. My one buddy shows up a little bit behind me, and we leave. We get there, and night one, if you want to, go to Florida Man Stunts on Instagram. Yep, Florida Man Stunts. Go ahead and give him a follow, and then I want you to go to my highlight. Dad Man highlights. Literally within 4 hours of landing, I passed the fuck out, and they started taking pictures of me. Okay? Was it a great start to the weekend? In my eyes, yes. Here's my train of thought. I was going to be not inebriated, but just day drunk enough to have a good time. Right? Now, when I woke up the next day, did I feel like death? I did, because I only got 4 hours of sleep, and we still had to go to El Yunque. Now, if you're wondering what El Yunque is, I cover it on episode 3. We get into it. We cover it a little bit, so I'm not going to stay too heavy on it this time. Either way, it's a badass mountain in right in the middle of Puerto Rico. Right? Puerto Rico. That's why I have waterfalls up in the background. I'm a changed man. I'm all about the blissfulness now. The waterfalls were beautiful. We got to take some dope-ass pictures. Kids were complaining a little bit, but they were leading the way for the most part. And then the best thing happened. We got back and we recorded the podcast. Now, if you guys listen to episode 3, I'm sorry, not sorry. I told you guys, they're my family. And while this thing was not heavily edited, but took up a lot of my day, took up most of my day editing, it was still fun to do. Now, I'm going to start picking and choosing who comes on the podcast because one of my buddies legitimately, I guess, has never seen a podcast in his life because you can't be on the phone and talking when other people are talking. Talking to you, Eric. Don't start calling people in the middle of a podcast. And he's like, I got ADHD. Yeah, bitch. But you can focus in on a conversation real quick. I wanted to get some insight from my fellow black brothers. That's right. If you guys notice, I'm also black. I'm a black man. We wound up drinking a little bit, and it turned into pure chaos. And then the best part, something unforeseeable to my eyes, my camera died. So if you guys notice, hey, where'd the picture go? And you start doing the Leonardo DiCaprio like point at the YouTube. Yeah, sorry, my camera died. And you can hear it. Happens. Not all batteries last forever. iPhone, talking to you. Shit takes forever to charge now. And then it doesn't even hold the goddamn battery. If I want to watch a little bit of light, a little bit of light, you know what I'm talking about. It rhymes with born. And it's the process in order to make a baby. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you're tracking. I don't want to cover all this, so I think next week I'll cover probably the second half of the trip. But dude had some bomb-ass food, and dudettes had some bomb-ass food, and I genuinely just had a good motherfucking time. It doesn't happen always, but this vacation I did. And here's the stupid part of me, knowing my boys, I thought I was going to get some sleep on this fucking vacation. Not 1 ounce of sleep. Barely qualify as closing my eyes and maybe resting. By day 7, we were all like, yo, we just need to take like a power nap real quick. That's how bad it got. Day 7. We were going so hard, you could have thought we were concrete. And that shit's hard. Hard as a rock. It is rock. You know what I'm saying? We finally get up on fucking El Yunque, and look, I've had some local food, and my belly wasn't used to it, right? So in my dumbass head, I'm like, yo, I'm either going to shit in this van or I'm going to shit my pants. And I didn't want to shit my pants. You know, the whole shitty Batman story, right? I'm scarred from it. I'm traumatized. I'm like, I got to go. So everybody takes a pee break, and I'm like, yo, do we still have the toilet paper? Hey, it's on Florida Man Stunts highlights. Go to Dad Man. I get caught in the act red-handed. No, I'm not talking about jerking my pee-pee. I'm not doing that. Nope. I'm laying a fat old number 2. And it was warm outside. It was fun. It's been a while since I've pooed outside. But look, mofongo, it'll get to you. And I don't remember if we had mofongo that day. But either way, the local food, man, that shit'll trip you up. It'll trip you up a little bit. It's a little oily, okay? But hey, that's why I'm fat, sassy, and tan right now. It's my first cup of coffee of the day. It's like noon right now. Look, if you guys are trying to make a trip to Puerto Rico, you got to go like on the eastern part of the island. On the eastern part of the island. That's where we had the most fun. That's where our Airbnb was. And I think I'll cover the Airbnb in the next one. But I just wanted to let you guys know. I wanted to remind you I'm not a surfer. Okay? Now, because I'm not a surfer, if you are one, you'll have fun over there. Okay? But if you're not, don't go. Don't go. Just that easy, you know? It's for surfers only. It's a good restaurant, good food. But if you're trying to surf and you don't know how to and you're trying to learn, don't. Hey, just don't. Okay? But before we even went there, we visited my buddy's dad. His house is nice as fuck. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about getting drunk in Puerto Rico, okay? I've been trying to speak Spanish now for about 7 or 8 years. Pretty much since I've been married to my wife. She's Dominican. Been trying to learn it, and I don't want to say I'm good nor bad at it, but here's the thing. I forget words at times, and I guess whatever his dad was feeding me, as I got more drunk, I got better at Spanish. And that's on God. That's on the Lord above. Because I was speaking Spanish and having full-on conversations with sprinkling a light como se dice, here and there, just because I didn't know the word. And it sounds a lot cooler when you say it fast, mid-conversation, because it's like you want to say. And as a white dude, if you want to say, sprinkle a little bit of como se dice, right? Say the word, and then reattempt the sentence. Now, to me, I think it's the highest honor because I'm trying to speak Spanish, right? I know how to say, how do you say in Spanish, and then I try and continue on with the sentence. But his dad fucking loved us. It's my first time, I think, meeting his dad. We were trying to squash that if we actually had met before or not when I was there. I'm pretty sure I have, but either way, we'll call it. It's the first one, right? And his dad was like, yo, you're welcome anytime. Anytime you want. He put an H on it. Anytime you want, right? And his dad, here's the thing about my buddy. My buddy was like, yo, I thought your Spanish was bad, and I thought my dad's English was better. Negative. Dude, we got so hammered, his dad was like forgetting years of English that he knew, You know what I'm talking about? I'm sure we all have those Spanish relatives. We get hammered. We're all acting a fool. We acting a fool, just like Luda. And the next morning, we're all numb, right? We have, I think the next day what did we do the next day? Oh, we went to the Airbnb. Yeah, so that morning, dude, the morning after was rough because we had to not only pack to like leave my buddy's house to then go like 2 hours east. It was not fun packing. And then we're all just like in the back of the car. The kids are jumping. They're doing whatever the fuck they want. That's another thing, motherfucker. Look, dude, my kids were on go. I thought me and my buddies were going to be on go the whole time. Dude, my kids did not fucking stop. They met their cousin there, right? My fucking nephew. He's bumping the whole time. He's just like my fucking brother, bro. Like my buddy. He is a direct representation of him, and he's very confrontational, and so is my buddy, right? Because within the first 3 days, within the first 2 days, 3 days, we had all drank, fought, blacked out, pretty much everything except fuck those first 3 days. And we were like, holy shit, we still have the Airbnb to go to? We still got to go to the fucking Airbnb, dude? Oh, shit. So we were all kind of worried because me and my buddy got into it. Look, I'm not going to say what the argument was about, but it got heated, okay? And like a couple of brothers, there's not one time me and him don't meet up and we don't fight over something. He's got his views. I've got my views. He always disagrees. I always disagree. We then wind up coming together and either still disagreeing on it or we kind of find a middle ground. But there's still like probably almost a decade's worth of arguments that we still have never gone back to because we kind of forgot. We bump heads. We're both stubborn dudes, right? So we fought, not fist fought, but we verbally fought. We were almost fist fighting at his dad's house. And then you know what we did later that night? We played dominoes. We played bones. And best believe I got my ass a pair of dominoes. It's fun as fuck. I love it. Now, am I a rookie at it and I commit rookie mistakes? I do. And was my buddy getting mad off of the previous situation and the fact that I'm still sucking at dominoes in order to yell more? Yes, he did. He used it to provoke his argument in dominoes. See, you stupid bitch. This is why you suck. Now, people say all the time, hey, surround yourself with people who are going to empower you, right? I say the opposite. I say surround yourself with people who are just going to put you down always, right? Who are going to call you out on every mistake and then just never let you live it down. And that's how you live in a constant state of anxiety and depression. You know what I'm saying? I think right now it's just because we're so close, like I'm never going to not be his friend, right? So he could literally say, like, I don't think there was one day where he didn't either tell me to go fuck myself, I sucked at life, or flipped me off at some point in the day. And that's just how I love him, you know? He's my big pessimistic teddy bear. On the other hand, my buddy Juan is very empowering. He's the entrepreneur I'm talking about. The entrepreneur making money, cashing checks and snapping necks in the stonk market, buying low, selling high. He's very successful, but he's also very enlightening and he likes making people feel like they're successful. He loves it. And then my boy Eric, he's the complete middle ground between all of us. He is just chilling. He's like the dude you would find in the background of every picture you've had, and he's just somewhere in the background. Anytime you've been with that group of friends, he will be like in the background of the pictures just chilling. That's what he is. Smooth motherfucker. And not only is he smooth, he's very discreet with a lot of his actions. And what I mean by that is he can slip into the picture without you even knowing. Take it, go back to what he was doing, and then you don't even realize he's a ghost. He's in the picture. He's in the picture. He's out of the picture. And if you take an iPhone Live picture, you'll see him go in, out. I've seen it with my own two eyes. By the way, Eric is now known as Chicken Joe. He's Chicken Joe, who I was referring to at the beginning of this. But no, look, you can't have friendship without conflict, right? Me and Eddie, Juan, Eric, we'll probably be friends for the rest of our lives. Yeah, and look, I'll get into the second half of the trip next episode. I appreciate you guys coming back. Look, merch is going to be sold on the Instagram. Let me know. I'm going to add it to the shop. I got patches and stickers, okay? And then I'm also going to do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway of some dope-ass Green Wolf tactical gear, right? So, look, first person to comment why they think I couldn't stand up / roast me on how I couldn't stand up on a fucking surfboard. First of all, do you believe me or not? So answer it with, do you believe that I stood up or no? And then what I want you to do is roast or comment why you think I did or didn't. First one will get the fucking giveaway. All right? Comment it on YouTube or message me through Anchor if that's what you're listening to this on, or Spotify. But yeah, I appreciate the love. Stuff should be on sale today. Okay? So when you go and check the Instagram, should be there at today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you're watching this for the first time to see more content from me. These videos are happening every week, and then I'm going to try and do the Inside Us as much as possible. But sometimes you get handed a heavy gift, and that gift is just editing a fuck ton of content. So appreciate it one more time. Love you guys. Peace out.